Democratic National Convention now in the history books. Will it go down as a pivotal week for the Democrats? Some are saying yes, others are saying no. In fact, the latest Gallup poll now shows Barack Obama ahead by only 6 points over his challenger, John McCain, after what has been an historic week. He's now 48 to 42%. So should it be more? And what does McCain need to do to pull ahead with his party's convention next week? Here with some analysis is the publisher of Politics magazine, Jordan Lieberman. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Connie.
Well, by now, we're both a little bleary-eyed from the lack of sleep, trying to dissect every word this week. Was last night the finish you had expected, and did Barack Obama say and do everything that he should?
You know, most Americans, most analysts really thought last night would be kind of a lofty, beautiful, poetic speech. The truth is, yesterday was really probably a smarter move. Talked about himself, talked tough about John McCain, which is something we really didn't expect, but probably needed to see if you were, trying to decide if you want to support him. And most importantly, talk the issues. One of the biggest points that Republicans have about Barack Obama is that he's not specific about the issues. Well, last night he spent a good portion of his 40-minute speech, 50-minute speech, talking about the issues.
So put this into historical relevance for us as this place in time in history.
You know, this is regardless of whether you support Barack Obama, whether you oppose him, whether you think he's crazy politically or not, this is one of those times where America, you could feel good about the fact that this could happen, regardless of whether you're going to vote for him or not. But the fact that this can happen in America really says a lot. You know, watching John Lewis cry, he marched with Martin Luther King. He was chased by dogs, and to see there and to let him watch this happen, it really says a lot about where we've come.
Yeah, I saw a soundbite from an African-American woman who had a seat all the way up at the very top of the stadium, and she said, "I feel like I am standing on the mountain for Martin Luther King as I watch today."
Yeah.
When you look at the crowd, I mean, it was massive. The dry eyes were few, and of course the message was clear. So why then, on average, are most candidates seeing an 8-point bounce out of their convention, and Barack Obama right now is only ahead by 6?
Well, a couple things. First of all, John McCain, this is a kind of a comparison poll. John McCain is a known quantity. He's been around for a very long time. Secondly, that poll that you're looking at was taken right after Biden was named, or halfway through that convention. So let's wait a day or two before we say that it was only a 6-point bounce. And by the way, a 6-point bounce in this environment is actually pretty good. So it's average. It's maybe a little below average, but I don't think this was a failure by any means.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about McCain for a second. Today is the day that he will announce his VP. Would you agree that we're down to 2 here, Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney and Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty?
Can I say maybe 3, because it's going to be Pawlenty, Romney, or someone else that's a shock to everyone. McCain has a penchant for surprising people, but all indications are that it's going to be Pawlenty or Romney.
Yeah, but you're right. He does like surprises, and he has been very, very, very tight-lipped about this one.
Yeah.
So would you be surprised to see someone else, and who would it be?
There's Lieberman. I don't think Ridge. They could be Kay Bailey Hutchison, John Thune. Someone who raises eyebrows and shocks the electorate and shocks analysts is really what he needs right now. Going back to Pawlenty or Romney, those are kind of the known quantities. Those are someone, that's not going to be the equivalent of the fireworks of last night. We're not going to see those fireworks.
Okay, so if you're a betting man, you say it's the person behind door number 3.
Betting. I was looking at the futures trading markets last night and this morning, and the futures trading markets all say Pawlenty, and that's
all right.
So
we'll see what happens. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan Lieberman with us all this week, the publisher of Politics magazine. Well, how does history reveal itself in our present presidential election? Dr. Lori is here to unlock the mystery behind political campaign buttons from